Shalom, shalom, shalom. I've been sitting back reflecting for the past few weeks. Not just my own personal life, but just really just peeping social media, peeping the people that's close to me. Just really in a constant state of observation. The first person I study more than anyone or anything is myself. So what I start to notice, a lot of people tend to avoid the things that they're struggling with. They project, they deflect, and they find ways to use vices or to cope using unhealthy things or unhealthy substances or, exhibiting unhealthy behaviors. And when it comes to the Most High, those who consider themselves to be men or women of the Most High Yah, who believe in the Messiah, Yahushua, commonly referred to as, Jesus the Christ, I'm starting to notice another pattern, another trend. I see a lot of people focusing very, very extensively on this evil world, on demonic activity, demonic influence. And what I've learned in my walk and my journey, when you consume so much negativity day in and day out, it actually will destroy your life. It will destroy your mindset. We all have to make sure that we're studying what's true and studying Yah's word more than we study evil, more than we have a desire to expose evil. Because there's so many people out here who are trying to expose evil. That's not necessarily 100% our job. A lot of people have a lot of knowledge these days, but lack understanding. A lot of people might have some knowledge and understanding, but they don't have wisdom because they're not practically applying what they know and they understand to their own life. Like, what good is you knowing something when you don't even live the right way? You have to start really examining your life, examining your mindset to make sure that you're lining up to Yah, lining up to His word, lining up to His will, lining up to the purpose that He has placed inside of you to fulfill. When you actually study Yah's word and you are in a constant state of improvement, you're trying to grow, you're trying to change, you're trying to make sure your lifestyle matches the standard that Yah has for us. You're not concerned with this world. Do you peep what's going on? Yeah. Can you discern the spiritual things in this world? Yeah. But you shouldn't be so consumed with constantly trying to expose it. You have to guard your eyes, guard your ears, guard your heart and your mind. When you're taking in so much negativity, you're taking in so much evilness, when you're taking in so much wickedness each and every day, it is going to affect you whether you realize it or not. I'm seeing a lot of people constantly trying to call people out, trying to rebuke people. There's so many different teachings, so many different doctrines that are out there. When all I'm going to, encourage you to do is really make sure that you live in the right way. Make sure that your mind is renewed. Make sure that you have a circumcised heart. Yes, I believe that I am Israel, but I also believe Israel is a circumcision of heart, not just necessarily a bloodline. Because why wouldn't you want to grow with people who truly serve the Most High Yah and they bear the fruit instead of someone who knows who they are but still live like this world? Why would you want to gatekeep salvation when you may or may not be able to make it in yourself? None of us is guaranteed salvation. I don't care what anyone says or does. So if you are rocking with Yah and you're trying to walk with Yah right now, our lifestyle is our judgment. You're going to be judged by your deeds, whether you realize it or not. And we are able to have grace, which is time to learn how to live right, to think right, to speak right, to treat other people the right way. We're supposed to love Yah with all of our heart, all of our mind, all of our soul, all of our strength, essentially all of our essence, from top to bottom, and to love our neighbor as thyself. How do you love Yah? You keep His commandments. You strive to be obedient to not just His word, but to His present day revelation. He doesn't just speak to His word, speak through His word. That's a great way for you to bear witness anything that he says, because he's not a man that should lie. So everything about him is truth. But if you aren't filled with the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Ghost, you're not going to really be able to receive the truth, because the Ruach HaKodesh is the spirit of truth. Knowledge is puffing up a lot of people right now. A lot of people are being deceived. A lot of people are constantly worried about things that really don't even matter at the end of the day. Everything has to happen for a reason. We have to go back to the time before Noah. There's nothing new under the sun. So a lot of you all are actually being too caught up with stuff that doesn't matter at the end of the day. Make sure that you're trying to have the right lifestyle, have the right mindset, have the circumcision of heart, have a repentant heart, have a humble heart. We got to get back to the things that matter, man. It's not just about playing church or being in the church. We're supposed to be the church. We're supposed to be Israel. You know, the body of the Messiah has many different roles, has many different parts. So you need to really tap in with Yah to understand the gifts that he has given you to edify the body of the Messiah, to edify Israel. That's what truly matters now. Quit trying to be constantly exposing people who aren't hiding anymore. This world is not hiding. Yes, you're not supposed to be ignorant of Satan's or Lucifer's devices, but it doesn't mean you constantly got to go on a witch hunt, constantly got to go on a warlock hunt. Doesn't mean you constantly got to expose every evil thing in this world, because it's not trying to hide. And those who have eyes to see, ears to hear, a mind that understands, and a wise heart, we sitting back and making sure that we're preparing the people that we love and that we care about more than we're trying to save people who don't want to be saved. It's not about religion. It's about relationship. Is it about the bloodline, certain aspects? Yes, it is, because that was a lie in itself. But more importantly, what about your heart? Is your heart circumcised? Are you keeping the commandments? Are you striving to keep the commandments? Are you striving to be sinless? We have all sinned at one point in our lives, but it doesn't mean we're supposed to remain in sin. Yahushua healed people and told them go and sin no more. And that was before the indwelling of the Ruach HaKodesh. So with the Ruach HaKodesh, we not only have the power to overcome the flesh, but to also overcome sin and to live a life that is full of truth, that's full of righteousness, that's full of holiness. But most importantly, make sure you have the faith that pleases Yah. It's very rare that I speak so long, you know, in this day and age, because I'm really trying to make sure I'm getting myself right, making sure I'm getting my family right, making sure I'm laying the right foundation as I'm supposed to, the way that Yah put me on this earth to do. I'm trying to make sure that I fulfill the purpose that he has placed inside of me. I'm trying to make sure that I overcome myself, because most of the time our worst enemy is our enemy. So I just want to encourage you all today. A little bit long-winded, but just want to provide some encouragement. Call this a rant. Call this a mindset Moody moment. It don't even matter at this point, man. I'm just want to encourage those of you who truly love the Most High Yah, who seek to grow with the Most High God, who believe in the Messiah and who are Ruach filled, and that you know that you're Israel. Man, time is running out. Do everything you can to make sure you're holy, you're righteous, and that you have the faith that pleases Yah. We have to make it to the kingdom, but we have to make sure that we do everything we can do and stop allowing this world to distract us, stop allowing this world to influence us, and stop being so caught up trying to expose people in this world. Really make sure that you're doing everything to make it to the kingdom and to spend eternity with Yah, because that's the big picture. That's the real goal. Shalom.